Welcome to part 2 of 3 of my full face using only AOA by Shop Miss A, the face base. Like any full face, I am going to be priming. I'm going to be going with these two. This is the AOA Inner Self Youthful Glow Primer. I am in love with this one. It's good for dryness, fine lines, and wrinkles. Next, I'm going to be mixing that primer with the AOA Inner Self Hydrating Primer. This one's good for boosting your complexion, and I think it works. I'm just going to massage this into my skin. For my foundation, I'm going to be mixing 2 of the 6 AOA foundations that I have. The first one's going to be the AOA Matte Vision High Def Foundation. This is in the shade D2. I'm going to be putting this in areas that kind of like frame my face. Now I'm going to be using the AOA Pure Complexion Liquid Foundation. This is also in the shade D2. I'm placing this basically in the middle areas of my face. I have like 6 cream or liquid blushes to choose from. For starters, I'm going to be going in with the AOA Plush Blush Gel Liquid Blush. This is in the shade Nimbo. The smell kind of reminds me of something from my childhood. I'm going to build it up just a little bit more. On top of that, I'm going to be using the AOA Hue Days Blush Balm. This is in the shade PB&J. It's almost like a highlighter and a blush mixed into one. I'm going to be going in with the AOA Brush On Liquid Concealer in the shade T3. I don't even got to tell you guys which ones these kind of remind me of. For a little extra brightening, I'm going to be going in with the AOA Paw Paw Liquid Concealer. This is also in the shade T3, but it's just a little bit lighter than this one. I'm going to be using this on like the inner areas. I'm going to be using the AOA Brush On Liquid Concealer in the shade D3 this time. I'm going to use this for my liquid contour. At first, I was nervous about this one because in the packaging, it looked a little light, so I was like, ooh. But in person, it's perfect. Now I'm going to be using the AOA Locked In Creamy Concealer. This is in the shade DW1. I'm going to be using this more like a liquid bronzer because it is a little bit warmer than this one. I love this brush. I love this brush. I love this brush. Beautiful. Can I just mention again that all of these products are under $2. So to set under my eyes, I'm going to be using the AOA Flawless Pressed Powder. This is in the shade T1. Looks like this. I know I'm looking crazy right now, but just trust the process, okay? Next, I'm going to be setting most of the rest of my face with the AOA Soft Touch Blurring Powder Foundation. This is in the shade D2. This is one of those products that actually surprised me too. I thought it was going to be too light. I'm going to be going in with the AOA Cherry Blossom Powder Blush. This is in the shade Raku. Let's look at how I bring this blush back. I don't know if the camera is picking up how good it looks in person. I'm going to be using the AOA Perfect Bronzer Powder. This is in the shade Hazelnut. It's like it just mixes in and just brings everything back to life. I am going to reset a little bit of my under eye with the AOA Flawless Setting Plus Finishing Loose Powder. This is in the shade Deep. I love it because it's like 4 different loose powders. Let's go back in. I'm going to be using the AOA Flawless Matte Setting Spray. I don't always highlight, but for the sake of this video, I am going to highlight. These are the AOA Everglow highlighters. These are in the shades Magic Hour and Morning Star. They look like this. This is Magic Hour, and this is Morning Star. I think I'm going to choose Magic Hour for this look. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Now we have the eyes and the base done. Check. Tell me what you think. What are you thinking so far? This isn't bad for makeup all under $2. Let's head to part 3 where I finish the look off with my lips and my final thoughts. Remember to check out the full detailed version of this look on my YouTube. Follow me for more. Bye.